Hello everyone. Good morning or good afternoon as per your respective time zones. On behalf of entire Mastic Managed Services team, we welcome you all to the 25B Global Human Resource Advisory webinar session. This important session is to keep you fully synchronized with the new features and functionalities as part of this quarter release that Oracle provides. My name is Sachin Mishra and I'm an Oracle SCM consultant at Mastic Managed Services team. Today, I'm your host for this session, and I'm glad to introduce my colleague Hardik Magar, who is an SCM expert and part for vast SCM team at Mastic. Today, he will take us through all the global human resource updates for 25B quarter release. Today's session is planned for around 45 to 60 minutes, and we'll make sure that we also spare some time to answer all your questions that you may have. We also have a panelist available, Shrutika Chauhan, so you can ask any questions through chat or question panel. We move to the agenda, let's have a quick look at the important disclaimer. We would like to convey you our approach towards the Oracle updates in a very simpler method. We will be taking you through vital analysis for the 25B updates done by our experts, which will help you incorporating new features and updates in the system. Also, we will sync you on any bugs, known issues if there are any. It's good to have interactive sessions, so please do ask questions through chat or question panel. We will answer them at the end of the session, and in case if we run out of time, so we'll make sure to respond to you back by connecting you at later stage to answer all the questions that you may have. So, list of new features coming into 25B. Detailing on features, you get brief understanding on what new features are all about. Next one is what are the business benefits and the important takeaway for you as a decision maker. So there are four components which we have done in-depth analysis of features, which we are going to present to you. The first one is impactable analysis, which demonstrate the impact on the end user. If it is low impact, then regression testing can be high for regression testing. Second one is which we all are aware that there are some features which are by default auto-enabled by Oracle, and there are some which we need to opt for. One highlights the nature of the feature. There would be certain configurations which may be required or some can be used without any changes. And the last one is quick win. This simply convey that what is ready to use by investing minimum amount of time and what requires significant amount of time and effort to make use of this feature. So with this, now I'm handing over to you, my colleague, and all the best. The stage is yours.
Hello everyone, this is Hardik and welcome to the webinar of the Global Human Resource New Features. So today we are going to talk about the new features about the core HR. There are total 52 new updates we are going to cover. The Redwood having a highest count of 50 new upgrades from the Redwood side and one is from the AI side. We will discuss in details the new feature Quick Wins default with no configuration which is directly available to use. New features Quick Wins default with minimum configurations, the Quick Wins opt-ins and rest opt-ins. Let's start with first new upgrade which is provided by the Oracle, that is export to Excel in Redwood document records page no longer requires scrolling. So we all know there is a scrolling page. We need to scroll more and more and more to get all the values. So you no longer have to scroll the bottom of your search result on Redwood document records page. To export the record to Excel, previously you had to scroll to bottom of your search result to get all the rows exported to the Excel file. So this feature applies to a multiple pages like document types, document type delivery preferences, document records, document delivery preference, mass download documents records, and archive document records. And no need to give any configuration, no need to enable any configuration to utilize this feature. The next feature is enhanced filter facets on Redwood document records page. You can now select an appropriate criteria to filter your document records. This enhancement is applicable for those document record attributes. Attachments, expired, payroll. By default, the expired and payroll attributes are excluded. You can see in the screenshot that by default expire and payroll is selected. The business benefit of this feature is streamlined filter facet and made them easy to use the document of records. The next feature is role code supported when the configuration restrict setting on the Redwood document page. This feature enables you to search with the help of role codes while restricting the document types. You can see the same thing over the screenshot, the per human resource or over per human resource we can directly search. Duplicate document records and document types on the Redwood page. You can now duplicate these objects directly from the respective Redwood page, the document type and the document record. This is again a new functionality which is available to duplicate the documents. The next one is hide add button on the Redwood document record list page. This feature enables you to hide the add button on the Redwood document record list page. You can see here over the screenshot this feature if your organization has a policy if not allowing the end users to add the document record from the UI. So you can utilize the feature according to your requirement. Hide URL field in Redwood document types attachment section. Control the display of the URL field in the Redwood document type attachment section by setting the desired value for show URL field in attachment section page property. So by default, the show URL field in attachment section page property is enabled, which means the URL field will appear in the Redwood document type. You can see the screenshot and it is highlighted with a red rectangular box. So now the URL field can be hidden. The next feature, the upgrade from the Oracle, is formatting and filtering of list of values available in the Redwood document record pages. Filtering and formatting of the list of value is now available. Prior records are displayed on the Redwood additional person info page. This feature enables you to view the prior information entered for the employee. On the Redwood additional personal information page, all date effective records are now displayed, including the past, current, and the future dated records. When the page is accessed from the Me category for the user own record, the current and future records will be shown here, but the prior records won't be shown. This is similar to the other person info page that contains the date effective objects such as person's name and address. The next upgrade is person number generation modification for automatic upon final save in Redwood. And this is an advanced feature we can say, and many of you have faced the issue. So I think this feature will resolve the many ongoing issues. When using the person number generation method set to automatic upon final save with the approvals enabled for the Redwood add person page, person number, assignment number, payroll relationship number, and the contract number were not the same. In the responsive or classic add page, person page, the numbers are the same. This difference has been corrected in Redwood. During the addition process, a temporary random person number is assigned to the person until the final approvals are received. After the final approval is received, the final number is assigned to the appropriately. The temporary number you can see highlighted under the screenshot in person number TAM1736. That is a temporary number assigned by the Oracle during the process. New page properties to control the ads action on Redwood person information page. This feature has enabled to control ad action properties on various pages. You can have a look over the screenshot which is provided, which demonstrate the new Visual Basic Studio page properties, which is available for the demographic information, national identifiers, disability info, citizenship, passport, visa and permits, driver's license, phone details, and emails. So you can customize your business rule depending on the region. Person name and address attributes included in the Redwood personal detail and contact info business rule. This feature has enabled person name attributes and some address attribute have been added to the Redwood personal detail and contact info. With this enhancement, you can now achieve the same functionality in the Redwood version of the personal detail page. You can use the manage person name style task under the setup and maintenance to control the display of person name attribute, and VB Studio business rule won't be required. For address attribute, the expectation is that the manage address format setup and maintenance task will be used to control the display. Additional personal information supports parameters in value set table definition in Redwood. So this feature enables Redwood page value set properties. The Redwood additional person info page now supported an EFF segments with display type of list of values, and use the value set defined as table validation with person ID and the effective start date as a parameter. So these two parameters we can utilize to write any query in the where clause. So you can see here in the screenshot in the where clause in the list of value, if you want a table type value set, it is like shown parameter person ID is used here. Phone, email, and national identifier primary attributes included in VB Studio business rules. Warning message for delete action on Redwood personal info pages. The feature enables the warning delete message. When deleting records on the Redwood page for personal detail, contact info, identification info, and family emergency contacts, you will get a warning message displayed asking for your confirmation to confirm before you submit it. When the page are opened from my client group and the delete action is performed on the date effective objects such as visa, permits, the warning message will be displayed only when the user has selected the option to delete permanently. End dating a date effective record won't trigger any warning message. You can see in the below screenshot that while deleting, the delete warning message is there. You won't be able to recover it. The delete. Country label change on the personal detail page in demographic info region. In the screenshot, you can see a country for demographic reporting. The update label helps complying with the acceptability of the criteria. Record additional information when cancelling work relationship using HCM data loader. Capture additional information while you cancel a work relationship using HCM data loader. When you are canceling multiple work relationship in a single data file, you can record information about some work relationship only. Here is a sample of the file cancelling a work relationship using HCM. So this will enable the extra information while cancelling the work relationship through the HDL. Export to Excel in Redwood workforce structure pages no longer requires scrolling. You no longer have to scroll the bottom of your search to result before exporting it. Flex field parameters supported for Redwood position page. This feature enhances the user experience when selecting a value for an extensible flex field segment. Enhance the user experience when selecting a value for an extensible flex field segment on the Redwood position page and guide process. The list of value can now be filtered based on the parameters you have configured for the extensible flex field. The same feature is also available for the descriptive flex field. Create requisition action added to Redwood position. The create requisition action has been added to the action menu for the Redwood position page that you can see here under the screenshot highlighted with green. You can directly create a requisition from the position. Next feature is enhanced user experience when adding tasks for assigned journeys. Oracle has improved the user experience when you create a task in a journey that is assigned to an employee. After you edit the task by using the create a task link, the record is now displayed without an additional row to search for existing tasks from the task library. You can then add the task to the journey by using the add to journey option. Now look over the screenshot. User can easily access the additional journey details from the balloon view. So you can now see an enlarged card with additional fields such as the description and the action buttons when you hover over the journey card on the Explore tab. Additionally, you can experience the same behavior on the Explore Journey Deep Link page. Display assigned journeys as a list on the Team Journey tab. User can view the team journey information at a glance in a tabular format instead of individual cards. See the screenshot, you can see highlighted multiple tabular format, and directly user can easy view. Worker details in the list included the avatar, person name, person number, and the business title. Enhanced guided journey banner display type on the Redwood page. You can now decide how the page banner on guided journey is displayed. When you create a new guided journey template, default value for the display type is compact banner and the standard page. If your journey task description is lengthy, then the banner auto expand to display the full text. It will give a more flexibility to look and feel of the banner. User can customize the size of the banner for the page level guided journey to display relevant content accordingly. Enhanced guided journey banner display. You can see the screenshots here. Improved navigation after assigning journeys. Ease of locating and assigning another journey from the same Explore tab where you started. So you are now navigating back to the Explore tab instead of My Journey tab after you assign a journey. New Enterprise Schedule Service ESS process to pre-populate HCM data. This feature supports performance improvements in connections and team activity center. The new populate HCM data feeds information ESS process performs one of the two tasks depending on the data feed flow parameter. First data feed flow parameter, the first parameter is connection and the team activity center. You can see here under the screenshots before the submitting the process, data feed source is available. Now we are moving to the new features quick wins default with fewer configurations. Redwood experience for extend lookups page. Oracle has enhanced the user experience with the new extended lookup code page developed using the Redwood toolset. The page is built from the ground up using Visual Builder Studio to give you a unique experience of Oracle applications. This feature enables Redwood page to extend lookup codes. Religion, ethnicity, do you have a disability, and disability reason fields are marked on the read-only Redwood pages. Person who wants to view the data on the read-only page needs to click on the eye icon. The field will always be masked when the page is loaded for the first time. This enhancement does not apply to the race and ethnicity fields for United States. These fields will continue to be unmasked. So this feature helps you to prevent unwanted people from viewing this sensitive information. Assign journeys using filtered list. Oracle has enhanced the process of assigning journeys by now giving you the ability to assign journey to multiple people by using the filtered list. This feature allows user to assign journey to a group of people by configuring a specific criteria. Instead of individually assigning journeys, the filter list allows you to assign journey to a group of people. You can see a screenshot in which we have captured the list of person, organization, and person. You can select a group. Hide inactive worker assignments when assigning journeys. So this feature enables to display only active assignment when assigning a journey. You can now control the display of worker assignment so that the only display active assignment will be assigning journeys. Record nodes in Redwood add assignment and local and global transfer process. So this feature enables to record the nodes while doing a global and local transfer. This feature is also available in HCM data loader. If you can add assignment details in the DAT file, then you can add the nodes. By default, the nodes field is hidden. You have to enable it using the business rule. The assignment node is separate fragment that's added under the assignment business rule. This feature enables the line managers and HR specialists to capture the additional note about the assignment change of the local and global transfer. Manager survey analytics using generative AI. This feature enhances Manager Survey Analytics UI, which uses a generative AI. Analytics displayed as a pie chart, donut chart, horizontal bar graph, and vertical bar graph. Sentiments associated with each individual textual response. Summary of the text response. You can see in the screenshot that how you can enable the Gen AI feature. These are a few more screenshots from the chart perspective and how it looks. So view response summary for manager survey journey analytics using a horizontal bar graph. So, enhanced team activity center. You can now personalize the team activity center page using the new attribute worker view, job name and code, compensation view, FT, talent view, person number. Using the new attribute, you can capture additional information about your workers in the team activity center. Guided journeys supported on my activity center and person activity center pages. This feature enhances your my activity center and person activity center with the page level guided journeys. We'll move to the new feature, which is quick win and impact is low, and no need to enable these features. Guided journeys available on Redwood pending worker page. So again, one more page is there on which you can enable the guided journey. You can now configure the guided journey for the pending worker page. You can see the highlighted page level guided journey code that is we are configuring for the pending worker. Configure journey task completion criteria based on the descriptive and extensible flex fields. You can now make use of the configuration option to define rules for journey task completion. The rule can be configured for descriptive and extensible flex field used in the certain objects of the application and embedded application task. In the screenshot, you can see task type and embedded application task. So you can configure the new DFF and EFF according to your business rule. Work pattern enhancement. You can now define the minute work and break duration in your enterprise shift and work patterns in any number of minutes instead of 15-minute increments such as 25 minutes or maybe for example 7 hours 15 minutes. And workforce schedules can this shift and patterns regardless of break rounding values. So minute work and break duration are easily defined on the enterprise level. You can see the screenshot where we have captured the time as an 8:10 a.m. and 4:50 p.m. The new work pattern with 4-minute unpaid break and a 10-minute paid break. The new profile option added and blind query removed for Redwood address list of values. So this feature removes the blind query that was executed when a user clicked an address attribute. On the HCM Redwood address attribute that was supported by the list of value. The blind query that was executed when user clicked on particular address attribute that has been removed. Irrespective of the address format of the postal address or supplement taxation and reporting address. Now, a search query will only happen once the user begin type to enter the some text into the address attribute. This change was done for two reasons. First, the blind query used to return result that didn't help users because the data returned was random. And the second blind query had some performance issue. To remove the performance issue, the blind query was removed in this upgrade. Addition of person costing section in Redwood local and global transfer process. These features provides a better user experience while recording a worker's costing information as a part of the local and global transfer transaction. Local and global transfer process is enhanced with addition of the person costing step for permanent global transfer. By default, it's hidden. You have to make it visible in the business rule. You can see in the screenshot cost account segments, the payroll cost, the different costings are there. So you can make it visible through the business rule. Addition of overtime period field in the Redwood employment process. We have now enhanced the Redwood employment process with addition of the overtime period field. By default, this field is hidden and you have to enable it business rule. Enhancements to Redwood experience for grade leaders. With this new feature enhancement, you can manage all the grade leaders type in the Redwood. In 25B, some changes have been made to accommodate grade leaders without step. The following image shows the grade leader search page. The add button includes a new option to add progression grade leader for grades without steps. Previously, you could only add grade leaders with step. If you are adding a grade leader where your grade don't have step, it must be a progression grade leader. The search result will now show grade leader with and without step. You can use the new step filter to show any one of the types. You can have a look over the screenshot where you can understand the filters we have selected for the grade without steps and progression grade leader for without steps. Mandatory native e-signature signing paid. So again, this is a very useful feature we can say, and many have created ideas to Oracle to have this feature. You now have to electronic sign on the signature page in native e-signature task to mark this task as a done. The done button is enabled only when you sign in that signature page. You can see here it's a signature type of the text box. Done button disabled until you electrically sign it. This feature ensures that users sign off the prevent legal complications with a policy document not containing a signed acknowledgement. Some documents need to be electronically signed without just entering the display name. I think this is a very good feature and it will remove the in third-party integration in most of the case. Business rules support for organization journey step. You can now make use of the business rule framework to personalize the organization journey tab and modify the page property based on your requirements. To create, for example, create a condition to hide a person number column on the organization journey page. So in this 25B upgrade, Oracle has provided multiple business rules available, or they make it enabled to customize, hide, add new columns, hide few things. So you can utilize a maximum utilization of the Visual Basic rules. Include pending workers and non-workers when assigning a journey to direct an organization. So this feature allows user to assign journey to non-worker and pending worker, and not just to contingent worker. An employee when assigning to direct an organization. You can see under the screenshot we have highlighted with non-worker pending worker. So when you choose assign selection type as a list of person, the field person type to include won't be displayed. Seeded tokens for journey event alerts. There are you can have a seeded token to journey events alerts to enhance the alert notification. You can go into the alerts and check the journey assigned alert, where you will utilize the seeded tokens. So we are moving the new features, REST opt-ins. Configure default set for Redwood department, grade, job, and location pages. So the features provide you the ability to specify default set to be used page in consistent manner while creating a workforce objects. So you can see under the screenshot we have highlighted a default set as a Fusion Corp, and that can be utilized in the configuring the workforce structure. Evaluate journey task performers and owner during the task initiation. This feature ensures that the journey task is assigned to the appropriate performer when the task is activated. The journey task configuration by giving you the ability to evaluate the task performers and owners during the task initiation instead of task allocation. You can select the evaluate task performer and owner when the task is initiated. So if you select yes, it will be evaluated and accordingly it will work. Business rules support for Redwood embedded application task in Journey. You can now make use of the business rules framework to personalize your Redwood embedded application task in Journey based on your requirements. For example, you create a condition to hide the adjustment and the salary basis fields for the salary embedded application task. Then you can undo it with the rules. These features enhance the user experience by personalizing the embedded application task. So this is a list of the business rules where it is supported the embedded application task fragments in Journey. Name, demographic info, national identifiers, biographic information, driver's license, phone, email, other communications, address, citizenship, passports, visa and permits, disability info, assignment, contract, weekly working hours, seniority dates, salary, individual compensation, payment methods. So these all the objects you can utilize to configure the business rules. We have 4 more business rules which are not supported this embedded application. That is the document records, family and emergency contacts, skill and qualification, and talent ratings. So Sachin, I think you can continue the further discussion.
Thanks, Hardik. Thank you for the wonderful insights. As we have seen, there are a lot of impressive features had came up in this particular release of 25p. Okay. Let's quickly move towards the Q&A part now. Shrutika, could you please check if we have received any questions in chat or question panel?
Yes, Sachin, sure. Sachin, currently there are no questions.
Thanks for the confirmation, Shrutika. Okay, so you will receive an email in next 3 to 4 days of time wherein presentation and session recording and test scripts would be available to you at a single click. So, and if you have any issues regarding while registering the webinars, you can connect to your respective managers and contact to cmsoperations@mastic.com. Okay. So these are the upcoming sessions which you can see on the screen. Up next, the finance quarterly updates 25 planned for today, upcoming next, and workforce management and global payroll 25B that had planned on tomorrow, supply chain management as well. So do register and ask your colleagues to be a part of this webinar. Okay. If you have any issues, you can connect your respective managers and contact to operations team at cmsoperations@mastic.com, or our team will support you as soon as possible. Okay, so before you leave us, we would like to have a quick feedback on today's session with help of poll. Okay, so I'm launching a poll on your screen. So please rate your overall experience of today's session, where 1 being the lowest rating and 5 being the highest. Okay, we have received the ratings. Thanks for the rating. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining the session. Have a good day.